Hello, everybody. I have a special treat for you here today, which is a brand new collection of notebooks. You guys know how much I love notebooks, and Erin Condren has some brand new colorful notebooks that I cannot wait to show you, and they're super affordable and beautiful. You're going to love it, as well as some new acrylic pieces. This is my favorite thing. I love it. It's hard to see it because of the lights, but I'll turn some of the lights off when I really show it to you, and some new writing tools. So I cannot wait to show you everything that they're going to be coming out with today, and I will definitely link everything for you down below and show you how I'm using it in my office. So let's get started. So first of all, let's talk about notebooks. So we just did our February notebook challenge, and I already had these in my house and I was dying to show you, but I couldn't show you just yet. But today I can finally show you all these colorful goodies. So let's start with the Softbound notebook. So I love these Softbound notebooks. They're not quite A5 size. They're just sort of an Erin Condren custom size, but these are really nice and they have a good amount of pages in them. And this one has that sort of vegan leather feel, but can you see that it's also embossed with all these asterisks? It's really, really nice and it feels really good. It also comes with a little ribbon that matches. I'm not sure if this will be coming out in multiple colors, but for now it is this beautiful pink, which I think they're calling pomegranate asterisk. And it's a softbound notebook, which I have been enjoying softbound stuff more than like hard chipboard covers that you can't really move. So this is really nice. And what's great about it too is this new sort of productivity layout. And you're gonna see this in a couple different notebooks today. So here we have lines with some little titles at the top. And I like this double like grayscale so that you could put maybe the date here, or you could number this or anything. It just gives you a little bit more structure. So this is all lines. And then you have a little circle here. I'm trying to make sure you can really see that. I might need to turn some of these lights down or off. Let's see, just to make sure you can see that. So you've got the circles for a task list there. And then on this other side, you still have that same grayscale, but you have what is typically known as their productivity layout, where you have two columns. This first column is just lines and it's a little bit thicker or wider. And then you've got those task list circles here, which I love this because you can either check it in or you can like fill it in, which I like. And then you have this grayscale box that I believe is going to match Erin Condren sticker kit type boxes that you would normally get in any kind of sticker kit. So you could put like quote boxes here or anything like that. And the whole notebook is just this same layout. And I really, really like the layout. The very last page just doesn't have that second page to it. There's no pocket or anything in the back, which keeps it closing flat. This is really great. So you could use this in so many different ways. And I'm excited to kind of explore the layout a little bit, because you could put the date and title. You could just journal a little bit about what your project entails. Like, let's say you were doing a gist list, like, okay, it's Saturday, I've got to run errands. I want to just quickly jot down everything I'm going to do. You could do some journaling here about here's how I want the day to go. Here's what I'm focusing on. And then a quick to-do list for things in the house. And then you could do matching, sort of, you could write a task and then sort of assign it. Okay, like if you were doing chores, okay, who's going to do the laundry? I'm going to have George do that, check it off, that kind of thing. And then you could have a little quote box here if you wanted, or you could use this side for another sort of brainstorm about everything that's going on in the day. And then another checklist here for all the little tasks that you need to get done. Also, if you were using this for, let's say, content creation, you could have an explanation here of what you want your week to be on social media. Like, this week's theme is going to be XYZ. And then down here, you could make a list of all the photos that you wanted to take. Then here, you could put hooks or other types of things, text that you want to have on screen. You could make a checklist of all of the music you wanted to use, like trending sounds or other things here, B-roll, photos, video clips that you need to take. So I think this would be really cool for content creation too. So lots of different ways that you can use this, whether from cleaning, running errands, content creation, or just a daily to-do list. I think it's very flexible. This notebook is going to be $16.50. Then we have some totally brand new notebooks. So this has a plastic coil that is colorful, and there are going to be 4 different versions of this. These are A5 size, and they have the same quality Erin Condren thick Mohawk paper here, but they're more monochrome notebooks. So this one is called Sunrise, and you can see why. It's all metallic on the top and then down here. And this actually has that matte feel to it that has a little bit of, I don't know how to explain it other than like a soft touch to it, which I love. My paperbacks, all of my books I write are in this sort of soft matte, and the top is metallic and the bottom is just a flat matte with this little color, lighter color band. But it's very nice because it's just all sort of monochrome. Then you've got the take note in the front is also in that same orange. And then the details in this top line and the asterisk are also from that same thing. Now these are just lined notebooks, but it's all with that same theme. And again, you could use this 1,000 different ways. It's lined, so it could just be a journal. It could become your daily planner. If you wanted to draw in some other lines to it, you could do it like a checklist, just like this one is. And like I said, they're going to have 4 colors of this. So this one is the Sunrise. There's also a Sunset. So I'm guessing that's going to maybe be a red. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody else will have that. This one is called Jungle. So you've got the green on the bottom and the blue at the top with a slightly different shade of green over here, like a blue-green. And then you have this beautiful blue-green color inside that matches the coil. So, so pretty. I love this one. There's also going to be one called Ocean. So you have Jungle, Sunrise, there's a Sunset, and an Ocean. And these notebooks are only going to be $10.50, which I feel like is very affordable for the quality that you get from Erin Condren. So you can collect them all. If you are always wondering, how do I use up my notebooks? Because you love notebooks, but you just don't have a lot of ideas on how to use them, definitely come hang out for my monthly notebook challenge that we do here on this channel. There are years and years worth of monthly notebook challenges. And I actually do have an entire video from a few years back where I talk about lots of different ways that you can use your notebooks. So I will link that for you down below because I think these would be perfect for so many of those different ideas. Then the final notebook that is brand new that they sent to me is this one that is a 7x9 notebook. This is more the classic Erin Condren size, and you've got the metal coil, and then you have this brand new geometric design cover. And this is their productivity notebook, but it's different than before. So in previous years, the productivity notebook still had this lined section with a checklist over here, but it didn't have this little box, and there was no checklist on this side. So again, I'm going to kind of pull this closer so that you can really see it in the lighting. So you have sort of this dual tone title area. Then you have lines. And then down here, you have 2 columns of that checklist with a little pink line in between. And then you have that same line at the top with a line down the middle. So all of this is lines. And then all of this is that circle checklist with a colorful box. Now with this one, it does alternate colors. So you have purple, blue, darker blue. These are kind of the same colors that you get inside the Erin Condren monthly rotation of colors. So I do like that as well. So you get those different colors. Now, would I buy a notebook that was just purple or just pink monochrome? Yes, I would. But I do like this, and I like that the colors are kind of all represented on this colorful top as well. And one of the things I love about Erin Condren notebooks now, as opposed to the way they used to be, or as opposed to the way some brands are, is they really fill up the entire coil with a lot of good pages. So this one will be their typical notebook price, which is $17.50. And this is the new productivity notebook layout. I'm so excited to play around with this because I do tend to be in a lot of meetings. I tend to create a lot of content where I will just use a notepad and then I start to lose stuff along the way. But this would give me an opportunity to say, okay, when I'm planning out my social media content or when I'm doing my gist lists or whatever, I can just keep these notebooks here. and they're so pretty and they look so good on my desk, and they're making me feel like I want to be in springtime now, especially this pink color with the blues. I mean, so pretty. And I'm never like a huge fan of orange, but sometimes these days when I see orange with pink, I'm in love with that. And this is like perfect combination right there. So very pretty. I will definitely link all of these notebooks for you down below, but they are also releasing today, not just new notebooks, but also some new organizers and acrylic stuff, as well as more pens and marker sets. So let's see if I can show this. I know you're going to see, I'm actually going to turn this light off, but you'll still see a little bit of my lights because I need it. But this is such a cool little pen holder. So it's got multiple containers here. So this is called their Acrylic Pen Cup. It has two sections here for the actual pen cup, and this one is sort of a pink color. And then you've got a top section here where you've just got like kind of an indentation. So you could maybe put something here that would go across the top. I don't know what exactly, but then you also have a little tray at the bottom. And this is so cute. And I've already been thinking kind of how I want to style this in terms of sitting on my desk. So I have these previous dual tip highlighters, and you can see this is an entire set of, let's see, there's 4, 8, 10 here. So those fit easily and there's room for more in there. Then I also have their brand new marker pens. So these are double line marker pens, and they have 6 colors. So you've got pine and red, so a blue and or a green and red. You've got a yellow and orange, a green and blue, dusk and navy, peony and purple, and orchid and black. So I haven't actually tried these out yet, but let's do a little test. So here's what they look like. And when it says dual line, it means dual line. So you've got both colors are on the tip, and you can see how that's gonna sort of underline. This is super unique. And I'm guessing anyway. Let's see. I'm going to take this pretty jungle notebook here, and I'm going to do a little test here on the back of it. So this one is, I don't want to start with red and green. Pacific and green is blue and green. So you can see it's going to create a double line. If we go straight, it's going to take some getting used to. So you can see it creates both lines, but if you just want to write with one color, you would just angle the pen so that you can just write green or just write blue or just line blue or green. Or if you go straight up, you've got both lines together, which I really like this. I've been getting into annotating books more, and I think it will be really nice to have 2 colors in a single marker, just because if you really want to emphasize something, you can use both lines. Let's see what it looks like if I write my name. Got to get it in just the right angle. Okay, that's kind of neat. I'm not 100% doing it right because I don't want to press down too much because these are fine tip like felt markers. But that's kind of a cool effect as well if you want to do more than just line. So this one is the orchid and black. I definitely like that, especially for annotating inside books. If I really wanted to like underline something specific that I wanted to call attention to, I could see using this in studying or annotating. So this is the orange and yellow. Let's see how that yellow shows up. Oh, it's a pretty bright yellow. So you've got both of those. This one is the peony and purple, which would, between the peony and purple or the orchid and black, those would be the ones I would use the most. It's pretty easy to use both, and they write really well right out of the box. So these are nice. Did I miss one? I feel like I skipped the green and red. I mean, anytime I see green and red together, I just think Christmas. And so I don't think I would use this one outside of Christmas just because it's such a Christmassy color combination. But other than that, I think my favorites are the like blue and navy, and then the ones that have purple on it. But I really like them all, except I'm not a huge fan of the pine and red. But maybe I'll use the mess out of it during Christmas season. But those are cute and really unique type of markers. Now these that Erin Condren released, I think last year, these have dual tips. So you've got the fine tip, and then on the other side, you have a highlighter tip. I have used these a lot this year as well. And then they also have some that are like this, where all of the fine tips are black. And I'm not even sure which ones they have still on their website, because I know they've kind of released a lot of different markers and stuff, and then, you know, they don't always keep them in stock forever, but I think I will use these quite a bit. So that's the pen cup part of it. But I was also thinking, how would I use this little drawer? And I did kind of look around to see if I could fit washi tape in this drawer, but I don't think it's going to be tall enough to fit washi. It does have this little indent, which makes it really easy to sort of pull out. So I was thinking instead, I don't actually have a set, I don't think right now, of Erin Condren clasps, but I was thinking I had these that were in my drawer, and I use these a lot with my index cards and things. So I might put something like that in there. And then on the top, I was thinking here, I could kind of separate this. It is just all one little section, but it might be kind of fun to take some of my washi tape and put it, it fits perfectly. And then let's see, yes. I also have these little Post-it notes here that fit. Let's see how many. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed. I love it. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And I am a huge fan of anything I can place on my desk that is acrylic or can somehow be brought into like rainbow colors or something that makes it feel like decor as well as being functional, because I will use all of this stuff. These I might only use like one here and there, so it might be better to put paper clips in here, which I do use more often. But washi tape, sticky notes, highlighters, I'm using this every day, all the time. Plus it'll just look so pretty on my desk. So this acrylic pen cup is $14.50, which I think is great because it's acrylic, it's beautiful, it's decor, it's functional. You cannot go wrong with this. And I love the little drawer. And you might, this type of small washi tape, you might be able to fit something like that in here. Oh, you know what would also be really cute in here is sticker flakes. I'm trying to think if I have any just accessible right here, which I don't know that I do. Well, kind of. But if I took this out, I could definitely see putting little sticker flakes, because I was thinking, okay, these are cute in there, but I don't use these every day. So if I wanted to make it as functional as possible, putting a bunch of sticker flakes in here would be so great, because I do use stickers all the time in my notebooks. So I think I have a few more little packs of these. I could keep them in the plastic so that they don't get mixed up, or I could just dump them all into there. Perfection. Another thing that I could do here is probably, so you've got these, I think they still sell these, but I don't know because I haven't needed to replace mine in a while, but this is just like adhesive roller. Oh gosh, see, that fits in there perfectly too. So they have adhesive roller, and I have a couple of them, but they do also have some whiteout ones. So you could sort of section this out and say there's the adhesive roller. basically think about what are the things that you keep out on your desk that are also sort of pretty and aesthetic, because it would just be something that you would use all the time, as well as something that would keep your desk from being messy. These I have in a drawer. I also do have in my drawer, these I got off of Amazon. It's just like correction tape, just like whiteout tape, which I use this all the time, but it's not going to fit this way, but it would fit this way. So if I took the sticker flakes out, just giving you guys ideas, I could fit probably, let's see, four of these in there. Will it close? It does. Oh, and that's actually really cute. Look at the side where you get the different colors. So cute. So little correction tapes. Just think about like, what are the things that I use all the time? You could also put those correction tapes on top. It's not gonna fit the larger sticky notes. So like a 3x3 sticky note, let me show you. So this is like a bigger typical sticky note. Would maybe be cool if they had made it just a little bit bigger on the front so that you could put sticky notes in this front section, but it's not gonna fit. So you can fit, this is basically a 1.5x2. These are my preferred size of sticky notes anyway, because these are the ones I use on my Kanban board and in all my plotting and stuff like that. But yeah, you could not fit the bigger sticky notes in here unless you cut them, but that seems kind of silly. But there's a lot of other options, and the pens and markers look so cute, especially because of the acrylic. Now, I will say I do have lots of ideas for this little drawer. So I have these. This also is not an Erin Condren product. This is just something I got from Amazon, but they're clear sticky notes so that when you're annotating or whatever, you can take like a Sharpie pen and you can write on this so that you're not writing on the book itself. Those fit in here perfectly. So I do have some of these in my drawer. So you could put those kind of thing in here. You could also take stamps. Who's with me? Always looking for a stamp. You could put stamps in here and then put those sort of rollers or whatever on the other side. You put a little set of tweezers in here. Lots of options for this cute little drawer, but I love it. This is probably one of my favorite things that I've gotten from Erin Condren in a while. I just love it. And I think if you were to make this, you could make this as minimalist as you want if you prefer that aesthetic. But I think there's a lot of opportunity with acrylic stuff to make things colorful. And I mean, how colorful and pretty is this on the desk? I love it. Okay, final item from Erin Condren. And again, I know this is not ideal to look at acrylic things when there's lights on, but hopefully you can get a decent idea. If I stand up, you could see me. Hi. But it's a paper tray. So again, more acrylic. And I was just playing around with, I have full sheet label sticker paper, and it will fit perfectly in here. This is probably not gonna fit A4 paper, but it might. I don't have any A4 paper. It might because it's long, but it's made for letter paper. And it does look like, because of the way this bottom is structured with these little feet, that you will be able to nest them in to each other. I only have one, but I think you'll be able to add a second one and a third one on top of it. And I probably will go and buy those because I think this would be so cute on my desk. And I'm always like reaching for sticker paper, reaching for vellum, reaching for extra stuff like that. So you have just tons of super cute, sturdy items. I was looking for nice paper trays, and all I could find previously were Walmart ones that were fine. They were inexpensive, but they kept getting bowed. And so whenever I tried to I couldn't put heavy paper in, I couldn't put entire sets because they just kept getting bowed and then they wouldn't sit on top of each other. And it was really annoying. So now I'm thinking maybe I can slowly add to my collection, because this is definitely not as cheap as what you'll find some places. But so this is $24.50. So it's definitely a more nice paper tray, but this is not going to bow. These are not going to, like, you can fit quite a bit of paper in this and you can stack them on top of each other. So I feel like I probably need another 1 or 2 of these, and then I can have my sticker paper that I use for a lot of things. Then I can have my vellum, and then I can have my printer paper in here. And I think that'll be perfect. So what do you guys think of all the new Erin Condren stuff? We have beautiful notebooks here to look at. We have some really cool acrylic stuff. We have some new writing tools, and there's going to be even more stuff on the website. So definitely check it out. I will keep all those links for you down below. I actually am using some form of Erin Condren acrylic stuff all over my office. So I'll give you kind of a tour of that. Some of these things are still available. Some of them are only available in like boxes. So this one is the Hello Kitty acrylic pen cup. This came in their Hello Kitty box. So I'll see if this is still available. And it also had a larger one. Let me see if I can grab that. So also in that same Hello Kitty sort of surprise box, they have this larger. So you've got the pen cup that's taller, and then you have this longer one. I have all of my mile liners in here, but if I pull it out, you can kind of see the same pink and the super cute Hello Kitty. It says good vibes on it. I love it. And again, you could style this similarly with various things in it that are going to make it super cute. You can do it this way so you can see the color through the acrylic. So many cute options. So many ways at Erin Condren, and I love how they keep adding more and more sort of office organization stuff because I love their planners. I feel like sometimes the writing tools in the past can be hit or miss, but I feel like they've really found their stride on the quality of the writing tools because everything I've gotten recently has all been really, really great. So I think Erin Condren just continues to listen to us about what we want and what we like. And I definitely love the color. I love all the really quality acrylic things. I love the quality notebooks with more structure to them that we can play around with those layouts. Oh my goodness, so great. So thank you so much to Samantha and Tori for sending this my way so I could review it for you. If you would like to make a purchase, of course, I will have all those links for you down below. And it always helps me out and my channel to buy more stuff to review for you if you use my affiliate link down below. So I would certainly appreciate that. If you have just found me, welcome. We talk a lot about stationery and notebooks. I'm also a writer, so we talk about productivity and balancing motherhood and writing, and I do writing vlogs and all kinds of stuff here. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, make sure that you subscribe. Thanks again so much for coming and watching. I am actually about to head out on a writing retreat to try to finish my novel. So there might not be another video this week, but I'll be back soon with a writing vlog, hopefully finishing my latest book. So I will see you then. Bye, everybody.